All right, buckle up because we are diving deep, deep under those Singapore lights this time. Singapore Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
That was a good one.
Lando Norris,
Uh-huh.
he lit up those timing sheets. We all saw it.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
this deep dive, this isn't about the guy who takes home the trophy.
Nope.
This is about a rookie who, well, stole the show.
Absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? You say rookie and everyone kind of goes, oh, yeah, they're new.
Right.
Singapore, that's not a track you just waltz into and dominate.
Never.
So when a rookie comes in and turns heads like this, that's a sign. That's a sign there's something special there. You know what I mean?
For sure. And Franco Colapinto, I mean,
Yeah.
he didn't just turn heads. He practically spun them right around back to the start of the race. We're starting P12. Imagine this. Colapinto explodes off the line. It's like he's shot out of a cannon. I mean, the race summary.
Yeah.
They're using words like rocket, slingshot.
And they're not exaggerating.
No. Pure adrenaline right from the get-go.
And you've got to remember, this is Singapore we're talking about.
Right.
It's like, picture this. Narrow city streets, no room for error, walls everywhere you look. It's claustrophobic, even for the veterans overtaking. On that track, forget about it. It's like threading a needle in the dark while going 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. You need some serious guts and some serious skill.
Exactly. So when you see Colapinto slicing through that field, in those first few laps, that wasn't just skill, that was a statement.
A statement, for sure. And he wasn't just, messing with the back of the grid, right? This is where it gets really interesting because he finds himself wheel to wheel with, you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Sergio Pérez. Checo.
Okay, yeah, now you're talking. That's a name that'll make any F1 fan, I don't know, just sit up straight.
Right.
We're not just talking some seasoned veteran, right? We're talking Red Bull
Exactly.
championship leaders.
Yep, the pressure is on when you're up against Checo. And the European press, let me tell you, they had a field day with this.
Oh, I bet they did. I bet they did.
They were loving it. There's even a quote. I don't have it right in front of me, but basically Perez telling his team, like, this Colapinto kid, he's the real deal.
See, and that's what I'm talking about, right? You can look at lap times, you can read all the post-race reports you want, but when you've got a guy like Perez
In the car.
in the heat of the moment acknowledging a rookie like that, that's huge. Changes how you see the whole thing.
It's like getting, I don't know, a stamp of approval from the toughest critic out there,
Exactly.
But, speaking of tough,
Yeah.
here's where they take a bit of a turn. Because all this excitement, all this buzz, Colapinto, he walks away with 0 points.
Yeah, that's Singapore for you. Brutal sometimes.
It is. And from his interviews, you could tell he is not thrilled about that late pit stop.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And, to really dig into this, we got to rewind a bit. Look at some of the other players.
Okay.
Remember Sainz in that Ferrari? He ran a crazy long first stint. Hard tires, longer than anyone expected.
So he could pit later and come out ahead.
Oh, bingo. Now, add to that Colapinto's pace. He was strong.
Yeah.
Especially that middle stint, so it makes you think.
What if?
What if? What if Williams had pitted him earlier? Could he have gotten the jump on Sainz? Could he have gotten some points on the board? We'll never know.
See, but that's Formula One for you. It's the strategy. Even after the race is over, it's like
Keeps you guessing.
always something to think about. I love it.
For sure. And Colapinto and his team, they'll be analyzing every detail of that pit stop. I guarantee you that.
Okay, so he didn't get the points this time. But you can't say the talent wasn't there.
Oh, no, not at all.
And you know who agrees with us? The European press, they were all over this.
Oh, yeah, it was international news. Everyone was talking about this kid.
They were.
Yeah.
And the praise, listen to this. One Spanish article, they call his start a ballet of controlled aggression.
I love that.
Isn't that great? And the French, get this, they're comparing him to, wait for it, a young Senna.
Wow.
Weaving through traffic like it was nothing.
And that's what's so interesting, right? That buzz, that energy, it spreads. Especially in F1, this sport, it loves a good story. And Colapinto, he's writing a pretty incredible one right now. I mean, talk about fearless, going up against the best in the world.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, a performance like that, even without those points, could this put him on the radar of some of the bigger teams,
It's definitely possible. That's the thing. Talent gets noticed, and he's got it in spades.
So, last question, and for everyone's thinking it, if he can pull this off in Singapore, in that car, let's be honest, it's not exactly top tier.
Not quite, no.
What could he do with the right machinery? With a car that can really perform?
Well, there you have it, the million-dollar question. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? We get to watch this all unfold. But one thing's for sure, After this weekend, no one's underestimating Franco Colapinto again. Remember that name, folks? You're going to be hearing it a lot more.
Absolutely. And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into Franco Colapinto's incredible Singapore Grand Prix. Until next time.